Hi, Anthony. I'm so excited you're here to do lessons with liaisons with me. I'm glad I get to work with Lambda Theta Phi as your chapter liaison and hear about the really cool stuff that you guys do. But I would love for you to introduce yourself so that they know who you are as they watch this.
Awesome. Hi, Abby. I'm Anthony Alvarado. Thank you so much for having me, first of all. And I believe that this is my first semester as a brother here for the Gamma Chi chapter of Lambda Theta Phi Lambda Fraternity Incorporated here at Iowa State University. I am so glad to be here and hopefully get to experience lessons with liaisons.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the fraternity, just so people that might not know about Lambda Theta Phi or people that do know about Lambda Theta Phi can learn a little bit more? Just tell us a little bit about the fraternity.
Yeah, so Lambda Theta Phi, Lambda Fraternity Incorporated, has been established in 1975, and we recently got here established for Gamma Chi chapter in 2011. Our 10-year anniversary is coming up on November 5th. We're super excited about these things, but Lambda Theta Phi is really a fraternity for a group of men who just want to build family, want to build community, and we do a really good job of ensuring that our message gets across to not only those who are in the Latinx community, but those are surrounding. Lambda Theta Phi does a great job of doing events, such as hosting Latino Family Visit Day, which is a great day for families from all over the state and the nation to come in and experience what Latino Family Visit Day is for the Latinx community. We do many events. We do collaborations with admissions, the Office of MGC, different offices and different organizations to help build this community that we have established since 2011. Lambda Theta Phi does a really good job of bonding brotherhood and ensuring that we all have the best that we can, ensuring that we all have the best that we need. Lambda Theta Phi is a great fraternity, and I love being a part of it. I'm glad I'm the president of the chapter, and hopefully continue moving forward with future brothers and organizations that we can collaborate with.
Yeah, I love that you hit on so many great things about the fraternity and its founding. One of the things I would love for you to share with people is more about Latino Family Visit Day. I think that this is a really cool program you guys have done that aligns with Lambda Theta Phi's purpose. And it's just a really neat thing that you guys host that's not like anything else a chapter hosts.
Yeah, so Lambda Theta Phi hosts their annually, or actually I should say semesterly, Latino Family Visit Day. And like I mentioned before, it's a great day full of events. We have tour guides, we have resource fairs, we have mock classrooms, we have student panelists giving their own perspectives of their experience here at Iowa State, being Latino or Latina. But Lambda Theta Phi hosts this event yearly. We collaborate with admissions from Iowa State, and we host a huge event. And it's great. It's in person, and we also have one virtually. And the purpose is to ensure that these families know that their son, their daughter, or whoever's coming to Iowa State has a community, has a home here where they can grow, they can develop, and don't feel kind of dominated or suppressed. Iowa State University is well known for being a predominantly white university, but that has no effect on the types of greatness and accomplishments that we can accomplish here at Iowa State, being from a different culture or background. Lambda Theta Phi hosts this event with great pride, and we had a successful event. We had one 2 weeks ago, and it was great. We had a bunch of families come in. It's overall a great day. We have a lot of people come in and give tour guides, give their own perspective of what it is to be a Latino or Latina in Iowa State. Overall, great event. We have a great team working on it. We hope that we can promote this to other fraternities and sororities to kind of give their own little family visit day. I know that the Iowa State University, like I said before, is predominantly white, but we have different cultures. We have different, Asian, Middle Eastern, African American, Pacific Islander types of cultures. So maybe those fraternity sororities that are predominantly that culture can maybe host their own type of family visit day for those their families. So, but yeah, it's a great day, and I love the event. I think we do a great job of promoting what the resources and accessibilities Iowa State has to offer for those Latinx families.
Yeah. You said you love the event. Can you tell us maybe one of your favorite parts or one of the parts that seems really important to you as a host of the event?
Yeah, so my favorite part, and my favorite part alone, is the student panelist section. It's towards the end of the event, and it's where a bunch of students that go up to the stage, and they sit in chairs, and the crowd asks them questions. We have a facilitator that kind of asks them questions about their experience and what they like, what they don't like. And I think this serves great value, just because what better way to get experience from those experiencing, the lifestyle of being a Latino in Iowa State University. I think it gives great perspective and a lot of value uh, to the event. I think it's one of my favorite events. People really get to ask the important, hard questions, and they're meaningful questions, and they hold a lot of value. And I think it's just a great way for the crowd, the families, to connect with the students, the faculty, the staff, and what it's really, really like to be in Iowa State University. And Iowa State University is the best university in the whole wide world. And Gamma Chi chapter, Lambda Theta Phi does a great job of collaborating with Iowa State to ensure that, hey, every family here has a home, and these is our proof. Here are students that participate in this event, and they do a really great job of broadcasting their experiences. So that's my favorite event.
Totally.
Of the,
And
event, yeah.
I love that you're talking about them getting to hear about Iowa State and how important that is, and showcasing what Iowa State has to offer. And I think a part that I would love to hear you talk about is this day is all done in Spanish. And so talk to me about, why is that important? Let people understand the value of that and how that helps people explore the university just in a different way.
Yeah. So the tricky thing is the whole thing being in Spanish. I know it might sound as a communication barrier, but our main audience is Latino families that that speak, majority of them speak Spanish. They come from Spanish background, Spanish culture, and it's important for us to make sure that the families that come in there, um, you know, understand that it's in Spanish and kind of understand the whole information. I know that I'm first generation, and a lot of students, a lot of high schoolers or elementary school kids that come to this event, they are mostly first generation, maybe second, but most of them are first generation. So that means their parents have never gone to college. They're only Spanish speaking. So it's important for us to give this information to the families, because they're the ones that are sending off the kids. We want to make sure that we gain their trust, we gain everything from them. The reason why I say it's a little tricky is because of the resource fair. A lot of the departments, organizations, clubs, fraternity, sororities that we invite to be participating in our resource fair don't really have a Spanish speaker, and that's okay. We try to do our best with promoting the event, to ensure that they know that, hey, this organization does, exist in Iowa State. And then although we don't have a Spanish speaker there, I think them knowing that, hey, this is there for them is more than enough for them to send their kid to Iowa State, knowing that, hey, there's something for my kid out there. Either be the chess club, either be Unidas, either be a sorority fraternity or a different college. But being in Spanish is a great way for them to really understand the information. I know a lot of families that come from different cultures speak different languages. Philippine, Chinese, Japanese, Middle Eastern languages. It is a barrier, but I think it serves a purpose because it's for the families, and that's okay. But overall, I think being in Spanish is a great way for us to communicate with the families.
Yeah, I love that. And I know that you guys put a lot of work into this. Some of that involves finding Spanish tour guides and people to help that can speak in Spanish, or help getting departments and resource fair participants set up. What does that look like? What does planning look like from beginning to end? How long does it take? What kind of support do you have? What things are you guys doing to make this happen?
Yes. So let me say right off the bat that the event is very, very time consuming, but if it's for your own, families, if it's for your community, there is nothing that I won't do for my community to make sure that it is 100% well supported, looked after, encouraged, loved, and I think that it is hard. It is hard, and I'll go into detail why it's kind of hard, but you're doing this for a reason. You should take really great pride and joy and happiness into doing these, going to the events, going to the meetings, doing the work that you have to do to make sure that the event gets run perfectly, because you want to make sure that you're well represented in these events, that you make sure that your organization, your club or whatever is broadcasted to the best capability that they can be, because every single org is a great org and they all have great values in their own little way. And what better way to make sure that you represent that to the families or to whatever event that you host. But the event is kind of long in the process of making it. Iowa State admissions office does a great job of handling all the busy work and all the complex work. It's a lot of promoting. The hard job is getting that word out to the families, to the students, to make sure that once the students get the information, the parents get the information and they're able to come. We had families from Puerto Rico, Mexico, Chicago, all over the nation come to the Latino Visit Day. And it's not just here in the States, it's internationally, well, surrounding North America. But we do a really good job of promoting this event. And that's the key part of the event, promotion. You want people to come, you want your audience to show up, and really experience that event. So in terms of planning, you need to make sure that you have, who's going to be helping you out, what segments are going to be in your event. I know for Latino Fan Visit Day, we had our resource fair, then we had our mock classroom, we had our tour guides, then we ate with the families, and then we closed out with the student panelists, and we said our goodbyes. It was 5 segments, maybe 6, but overall, those 6 segments were really, really critical, and they're really important for us. So every segment needs to be well detailed. I'm a 1-person chapter, so I'm only 1 person in my chapter. And if I can do it with myself, I know different orgs and the fraternity sororities or the departments can definitely do it with the helping hand. I know that I had a lot of help from admissions. Like I said, if I would recommend reaching out to admissions or any different type of department that can help promote this and help you out with the event. I think reaching out and asking for help is very important. And communication is very important in running meetings, running events. You want to make sure that your staff can be reliable, that they can make sure that they are up to the task. And no matter what, I think if you put enough love and care and time into your event, I think it's going to be great. But for Latino Fan Visit Day, admissions took care of most of the busy work, and I'm very grateful for them. Maybe reach out to them, but departments are very, very helpful. I know we're students and they understand that, so they reach out and do most of the busy work, but my job was mostly to get helpers, invite the departments, invite the organizations, the clubs in our resource fair, promote the event, exposure, word to mouth. But it's a lot of different little things and details, but it's just depending on how your event wants to be run. So if you put enough care and love into your event, it's going to be a great event. If not, then it's not. But I think overall, the event just needs a lot of planning, maybe plan for 3-4 months in advance. I like to do that because I like to make sure that I have a cushion to fall back on just in case something happens. I like to plan ahead. That's just me. Depending how you run your schedule and how you are, you'll probably have to run maybe shorter than that or more than that. But for me, 4 to 3 months seems like a great time, just so you can get enough time to get the message out to the families.
Totally. Is there any way that community members could help with the event or be involved with the event if they are listening and they're like, that's an awesome initiative, I would love to support Lambda Theta Phi or Latino Family Visit Day? How can they do that?
Yeah, so you can definitely reach out to me. I'll be having hopefully soon some new brothers in the chapter, so it won't just be me. Unfortunately, I'll be graduating this semester, December 2021. So I will be out and we'll be able to join the next, Latino Family Visit Day. But I think you could definitely reach out to me and I will give the contact to the new president and new vice president that I'll be joining soon. But you definitely reach out to me. I think reaching out to admissions, asking about the event, asking about all these little details can really do a great impact to us. We need all the help that we can get, no matter if you're Spanish speaking or you're not Spanish speaking. Support is very well welcomed and appreciated. We know that we are a small community, but we're strong at heart. So we appreciate all the support that we can get.
Yeah. Well, Anthony, thanks for spending some time today just telling us about Latino Family Visit Day. about Lambda Theta Phi, and just the impact you're having with helping bring people to Iowa State that maybe are still exploring what college or university they want to go to. And thanks for sharing how your fraternity found a way to really live out the values and purpose of your organization in such a cool and unique way. I appreciate it and can't wait to see the future of Latino Family Visit Day and how it grows and how it continues to have just such a significant impact on the Iowa State community.
Awesome. Very well said, Abby. Thank you so much for having me in Lessons with Liaisons. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.